guys, welcome back to my channel. So a lot of people don't know this about me because I like to keep my personal life personal. And even when I told my family, it's something that they couldn't believe, but I kind of sat down with my mom and I was like, yeah, I went through this and this happened, and I was called really nasty names. And it's really shocking because one of the things that kind of set me off to make this video is that I am obsessed with PB Bunny 97 here on YouTube. Paulina, she inspires me. She's like a younger me in a sense, and I don't know, like, I posted a picture on Instagram and the comments that flooded in that were negative absolutely hit me to the core, to think that people actually take the time out and cyber stalk you and cyber bully you, and that's the worst thing ever. And it needs to stop, and I don't want to be like, hey, you need to stop this or anything, but I'm just saying that it's not cool, and I've never grasped that concept of why you need to talk down to someone. At the end of the day, who are you to judge anybody? And that kind of, like, really pisses me off to a core. Like, just shut up. Like, why waste 5 seconds out of your life to type a nasty comment? I kind of wanted to get a little personal with you guys about my personal life. And kind of open up to you guys because I feel like I don't kind of do that enough. We're kind of friends, and I want us to be family. Like, we're a big family here. So yeah. So when I was younger, I was a tomboy, and I was not involved in anything girly. I did not care about straightening my hair, putting on mascara, or making sure my outfit matched, for that fact. I did not care. I would wear clothes too big for me. I would wear clothes that didn't match, or not didn't match, but my mom wouldn't let me leave the house if I didn't match, but to a sense where I looked like a tomboy. And I was okay with that. Everyone I knew was okay with that. I hung out with guys. I played sports. I was okay with that. My family, like, there was nothing wrong with me. I was 9, 10, 11 playing soccer, football, basketball. I was enjoying life. There was a point where I was in elementary school. The elementary school I went to was kind of merged with middle schoolers. We had K through 8. And there was a point where I was in like 5th and 6th grade where things got really bad. Not like now, that sounds really bad, but where it kind of started. I've always gotten teased about being a little bit bigger than everyone else, because there was only 2 girls growing up, me and my older cousin. So I was always around guys, and it was always the joking, teasing about not being able to catch or something like that, or being a girl so I couldn't play, things like that. But when I got into elementary school, it was more about being a girl and wanting to be a boy. A lot of people would call me a little boy, and I was hairy. I don't know how to say that. I took steroids as a baby because I had really, really bad asthma. So I had hairy arms, and I kind of had a hairy face. I had a unibrow and a little bit of mustache going on. And I got teased really bad about that. People would call me Godzilla, Tarzan. It was taunting to the point where you kind of realized that, oh, I'm not like everybody else. Taunting, so it was something recognizable. It was there, it was conscious, it was in my mind that I'm not white, and I don't have blue eyes or blonde hair, and I'm not hairless. I'm not a size 2, like things like that. It was just something that was always conscious to me. And then 7th and 8th grade, I left my elementary school after 7th grade. It was kind of cool in 7th grade. No one really messed with me. I didn't get called names. 8th grade is where I had it worse. 7th grade, no one really knew me. I was the girl that read the books and wrote book reports, and if you needed help, I'd help you. And then 8th grade, something happened. Someone knew me, someone pointed me out, someone thought I was pretty. I don't know what it was. And then people wanted to be my friend, and I was okay with that. I never had a large group of friends or girlfriends or things like that. And then it happened. It happened to the point where girls got mad because I was always around guys, so I got called a slut. And then so I got called a slut. People told me I put makeup on my boobs. People wrote really bad things about me on the bathroom stalls at school. I played sports. I played basketball, and people would just make fun of me because I wasn't black, and I apparently didn't know what I was doing. So I stopped playing midway through the season. I couldn't handle it. Guys started making up rumors about me because I wouldn't, like, I was raised to not date. I don't date for a reason. That's just how my parents raised me. Whenever I tell a guy I don't date, they'd get really mad, and I'd be like, I have no interest in talking to you or anything like that. And they get mad, and then they make up rumors, and then these rumors that I was a slut or a whore or I slept with so-and-so, it got so bad to the point where I had to go and confront a teacher and say, you know what, or a counselor, and say, this is happening to me and I'd like some help. And this counselor, what the heck was this lady thinking? She pulled the two boys who were making these rumors up about me and another girl into the same room. These guys started verbally attacking me, saying all these really bad things, and this counselor just sat there and told me to be quiet and that I was lying, and it was a horrible experience. So I ran out of the counselor's office, flustered and in tears, and it was probably one of the worst experiences in my life. And that was a turning point for me. That was like where I was hit rock bottom, because I felt like I had absolutely nobody to talk to. No one was listening to me. It got to the point where there were girls calling my house phone, harassing me, and my brother answered the phone one day and went off on one of them. So my family kind of knew about all that girl drama that was going on, and I told my mom about the counselor, and she was furious, and the counselor then lied and said that that's not what happened. And it's just something that I think as an adult that you should know how to handle a situation like that, to the point where I was so low that I just felt like giving up on everything. I didn't want to go to school anymore. I didn't want to be around people, and I did not know what to do. And then I want to say that, like, reading books kind of saved my life to a point where it gave me meaning. It gave me something to believe in. And that's why I'm so obsessed with the Twilight series. If you guys watched any of my later videos from like when I very first started in my other room, you guys will see that I had Twilight posters up in my room. It's something that I had to rely on. I started reading that when I was in 8th grade. And it's just, it gave me meaning. It gave me something to look forward to, that, you know what, it's not that bad. And you guys are probably thinking that's Twilight. But when you're so low and so past, like, I don't know, I don't want to say like I was depressed, because I wasn't, or if I wasn't diagnosed or anything like that, but I was just constantly sad, constantly wanting to be alone, wanting to cover up and hide myself from the world, because I was so used to being judged and criticized, and no one ever believed my story. So I just read, and I constantly read the books, and they basically pulled me out of this hole that I dug, and I stood up on top of this hole, and I felt like brand new. And not only the books, but like finding my faith again was a lot to do with it. I was really low, and I felt like God had deserted me, and I was like, how could you let me suffer this much? And I feel like I'm gonna cry, but because it was just a big part of my life, and I feel like if I would never have gone through that, I would not be the person I am today. So it's absolutely amazing to just see the big change that I went through. And a lot of people go through that and don't talk about it, and that's where it kind of gets stuck at. You feel like you have absolutely nobody to talk about. Nobody's gonna listen to you because you're a kid, and it's apparently just joking. But bullying is so big now, and people seem to forget that it starts out small. It starts out at the smallest things. Anyways, then I got into high school, and it was really good. I was okay. I knew a few people that came in with me through middle school. I was okay with them. Like, I've never, like, nothing bad ever happened with me and them. And of course I played volleyball. And I, of course, somehow got a name. I got a nickname. And that's one of the things that people seem to forget that hurts people a lot is nicknames. I got called Big Head. I have apparently an obscenely large head. People called me Robert's little sister. That right there hurts in every which way. I felt as if I wasn't anything. I wasn't good enough to have a name. So it was really hard to be my brother's shadow for about a year. And then, of course, I had girls that didn't like me. I feel like that's going to come in any part in your life. There's just going to be people who don't like you. But these girls just didn't like me because of guys yet again. And then my sophomore year, it was a pretty chill year. I don't know, it was there. And then my junior year is kind of where it went really bad for me. Not really bad, but I stopped going to school a lot because I couldn't handle it too much. I was being used by my school in general. My school would ask me to do things, and I do them, and nothing bad. Like, I give tours and I give speeches and things like that. And I'm not someone that needs recognition in any way, shape, or form, but when you decide to recognize people that have done something that I've done, like, there was a group of us that did all the same things, but me personally, I did the most, and people would point it out, and I was a principal's pick once, but they decided to make a special award my junior year for the people that helped, and they gave it to 2 people, and I was completely shocked, and everyone else was shocked, because as much as you see me doing things around my high school, I don't know, it was just shocking to know how little I was to my school and how much I meant to them, in a sense. I lost a lot of friends because of a boy. I had girls make rumors about me yet again. It was hard because I was always on the outside. There was a point where I was kind of friendless because I felt like everyone picked sides, and I was like, you know what, I generally don't care. So I kind of stopped going to school. I did a lot of makeup work, and then I decided that I'm going to graduate early. So I did it. I did what I had to make sure I had enough credits to graduate early. Then my senior year was kind of a little worse, kind of better, kind of worse. I don't know how to explain it, but there was a bigger group of girls who did not like me. I honestly don't know what I do to females to make them not like me. It's not like I'm a complete B-word or anything. I try to be friendly to every single person I meet because I know what it's like to be on the outside. I know what it's like to not have friends or sit at lunch by yourself. I don't ever want to be that person to make someone feel bad because I know what it's like. Girls that didn't like me yet again because I would talk to a boy. And even after I stopped talking to the boy, it kind of settled down, but you could still hear the talking, the muttering, the whispering, the name calling. And I'm just sitting there like, I can't understand what I did to these people to make them not like me. And it's something that I don't know, just flabbergasts me to know that people are generally gonna hate you for no reason at all, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can be as nice as you want, you can be as rude as you want, but they're still gonna hate you at the end of the day. There's nothing you can honestly do. And when I finally realized that is when I was happier, when I realized that you don't mean anything to me, but I'm not going to be mean to you. I'm not going to be mean to you. God says, love thy enemy, and that's what I'm going to do. I love you. I have no hate against you. Something that was really big on transforming my life in general was the Word of God. I am a devout Christian. I am Mormon, if anyone did not know that. Talking about God in general kind of makes me really happy to know, I don't know, He fills my soul. But anyways, something that was really instrumental in my life was my faith. And of course I don't like talking about religion because it's a touchy subject and a lot of people don't have the same beliefs, and I'm of course one of those people that don't have the same beliefs as other people, but I'm of course an open person. I went to a very diverse high school with a bunch of preachers' kids, and it's amazing to see how they worship and things like that. But in all my times that I was really weak, besides reading Twilight or reading any book of that sort, I turned to God. And if you don't believe in God or anything of that sort, then turn to someone that you can rely on, or just talk out loud. I felt like talking it out kind of helps. So I don't know, you guys, I don't want to kind of talk too much about religion or anything like that, but if you guys have any questions about my religion or my beliefs or anything like that, I'm completely open to answer them. On a serious note, if you guys feel down and lonely, I am always here. I'm always constantly on social media, and I'm always here to talk and listen, and I'm here for you guys because no one was there for me when I was at my lowest, and I want to be there for somebody else at their lowest. I feel like God gave me a story and I'm sharing it, and I want to help those that are dealing with the same story. So yeah, I don't know. I hope you guys